What's up, Survivor Nation? I'm your girl, Survivor Speaks, and I'm just coming to you with a quick video of how I almost got Diddy. Um, a lot of people want their children to break into show business, so I'm gonna give my 2 cents about what I know that goes on in the entertainment business. It could be related to, you know, um, fashion and music industry. Um, they coexist because, okay, if you are at a runway fashion show, there's music, there's parties, everything, right? And so, what's going on and what's being reported in the media right now is sad, but unfortunately, it's a reality. I hope that I am being heard. I don't have anyone here with me. Hi, somebody just came in. Can you just tell me if you can hear me? My one viewer. Can you tell me if you can hear me? The person that's out there in the chat. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, thank you. So I'm just here to talk about a real brief about, like, what's going on today. People wanting their children to break into the industry, how fashion and music runs hand in hand, and things that you should do if your kids are wanting to go in that direction. So that's what I'm going to talk about today, because it's like, a lot of people don't want to believe that this stuff goes on, but it does. So I have my own personal experience, not with anybody in the music industry, but we're going to get to that. So first, I'm just going to go ahead and play a little trail. I'll be right back. So this video is being shown to you under the Fair Use Act of Title 17, Section 107. The information is being used for educational and commentary purposes. And so let's get to it. Is she a cancer survivor, a diva, or is she reporting mass?
Oh God, I hope he's not watching me walk away.
All right.
He's watching.
Is the Wi-Fi on? And we're back. So today I'm going to tell you a little story about how I almost got Diddy. That's what I'm calling this segment today. So I'm going to put my disclaimer out here right now. I got 2 people in the chat, and I'm happy that y'all here. I hope y'all stay around. I'm not going to be here long, but I'm giving y'all a disclaimer, and y'all better not laugh. I'm going to show y'all a picture, because you're going to see that it goes along with the story, and I don't want y'all to be laughing at me out there, okay? So, as a teenager, I'm a dark skinned woman, and I always heard my life, all my life, like, oh, you're so pretty to be dark skinned, whatever that means. I don't know. So, anywho, when I was 16, and here's a picture, I was in a Miss American ed pageant, and that's me. Don't laugh at my hair, but I guess my mother thought it was cute, and there I am in this ensemble here. So, after I did that show, I got home, and probably about 3 or 4 days later, we were home. That we didn't have no cell phones. All that stuff wasn't out. Beepers had was just starting to be out there. Whatever. We didn't have phone. We still had our phone in the kitchen on the wall. We had the phone in the back, and 2 phones. So my mother gets this phone call, and she says, and they ask, "Oh, is your daughter there?" And they're like, "Oh, because we were at the pageant, we saw her, and we think that she would be great. We wanted to see if she would come in for a photo shoot." And so my mother said, "Well, I don't know if that's something that she wants to do. You can talk to her." So I guess he thought my mother was going to just give me the phone and she wasn't going to be listening. Now, mind you, this person was a spectator at the show. So, with all this going on, I started thinking, like, you know, um, this is. I just started thinking about this right here, and like, you know what? If your mother wasn't on top of it, you could have been dead. So, yeah, so the guy, he's on the phone and he's like, "Yeah, we saw you. We want you to do a shoot." Um, and I said, "And what are we shooting?" He said, "Oh, we're gonna just shoot some scenes of you on the bike, and when you get up, a guy will be there and smell the seat." My mother grabbed the phone and said, "What the fuck?" Went in. My mother was like, "Oh no. Oh heck no." Hey, Jelly Bean. So thank you, Jelly Bean. And I don't know who that, but anyway, so my mother's like, "Oh no, I'm what?" My mother told that man, "Don't you ever call my effing house again." What do you mean somebody gonna smell the sea? So he thought that he just had me on the phone and that my mother was walking away. Oh no, my mother was still on the other end. My mother had picked up the other phone, like listening in. So my mother had told me from that point, "You're not modeling. I'm just, it's just out of the question. You're not doing it." And I I just used to take little pictures here and there, but but yeah, the guy called. He was a spectator. He called in. They have like information, like, because if it's somebody did that's scouting for models or something like that, they can get you information, and so that happened. But thank God that my mother was who she is, because if my mother wasn't who she is and would have just been like, "Oh, okay, yeah, here she go, talk to her. Oh, yeah," and whatever I would have said, which I probably would have said no because it was kind of creepy. Um, but my mother just was like, you're not modeling." So then I didn't. And so I just wanted to share that. And also, so my daughter had went to an audition for Disney, but at this time I'm already a professional model. So I know what's going on in the cracks and crevices or whatever. So I let her go. And it was just a thing of them like, "Oh yeah, well, your daughter's in. And if you pay this amount of money, your daughter can start on Disney, like she'll have a chaperone." I'm like, "Hold the hell on. First off, no. You want me to give y'all money? We're not doing that." And my daughter would never be anywhere on anybody's set without me being present. So I want to say to parents out there, because I know that there's a lot of talented children out there, and parents want their children to be out here working in these different spaces. But if you are bringing your child out here to work in these different spaces, and they tell you that you can't come and accompany your minor child, then I don't care how much money they got on the table. If you care about your child, you will turn around and leave, because nobody should be able to tell you or convince you that, okay, so we're going here and we're going there and you can't come. No, you get a contract, you get an entertainment attorney, and you make sure they look over the contract, and then make sure that entertainment attorney draws up something that says, "I'm the parent and I come with the talent wherever she goes. Or he goes. There is no such thing as I'm going to leave my child anywhere by themselves." And especially, it's a lot of clothes changing and stuff, and no, I'm gonna be there for my child. So no, we're not doing that. So my daughter had she did a couple shows in New York. She just wanted to do it because she saw me doing doing what I was doing, and she did a couple shows in New York. But like we never had those issues. But I just say to anybody out there that's looking to have their children break into this industry, please, please, please have them draw up contracts, have them make part of your contract that you come with the talent everywhere the talent goes, and everything else. My son was in a music video, but for this guy, I think he's from Britain. His name is Conyard Maynard, but my son was 17 at the time, and yeah, they were shooting a video for this guy till like 3 o'clock in the morning or whatever. And then they had called my son back to go to do a pilot. I want to say this is probably for one of those shows that's on now. And my son was just like getting out of school. He had just got an offer from the post office. And so I asked him, like, what do you want to do? You want to go and shoot? Because a pilot doesn't necessarily mean that show will be picked up. And is that something that you really want to do? And he was like, well, no, I'm going, this is what I've been waiting for, so I'm going over here. I let him make, that his own decision. Then at that time he was, out of school, whatever. But other than that, I just want people to be very careful when you're out here and you're seeing like these people that are, offering so much and sponsoring, so much. And like, and I do want to say, like, this whole thing that's going on now, Sick of Me, and the video that I saw it yesterday or the day before yesterday. I don't know if you saw it. Sicken me to my core because Diddy is out here in all of this trouble right now, and he may have money to pay his way out of some things, but he'll never be able to get his brands back. And you somewhere had Justin Bieber meet you somewhere and you patting him down like Dewey got on the wire. That's just complete that's idiotic behavior to me. Still very predatory behavior, like, because why would you, and the place that they met at, like I just was looking at the video and looking at the scene behind him, and I'm like, oh my goodness, like, why would you even put yourself in a spot like this? These people are watching you regardless of whether this boy is wearing a wire or not. I hope you're not dumb enough, because if somebody was recording and they put the video up, so if Justin Bieber comes up missing, sir, you're going to have a lot to answer for. Like, I just can't believe at this crucial time where, they're still investigating, that you would put yourself in another position like this. Like, for what? For what? If they're going to talk to these guys, they're going to talk to these people anyway, regardless to whatever. If anybody is on those, they're going to talk to them. And Justin Bieber, was a big shift from the first time he met Puffy Tool, all the issues he had in his life. And like, we don't want to see, another black man fall down like this. But sometimes people get power and they take it and go too far with it. But I'm just saying that, and I digress. But I just thought it was very creepy that you met with him, and then like the way you was patting him down, like, are you wearing a wire? Then you lean over and say something in his ear, and you got a hood on your head and walking away like nobody knows it's you. No, we all see that it's you. Like, what are you doing? So I just don't understand. People have been in power so long, sometimes they don't know how to let that power go. But yeah, it's time to give it up. So for the one person that's here, this is probably going to be one of the first times I'm just going to share with you. I did have a modeling career afterwards. And I'm just going to share some photos of some of my favorite pictures that I did from shoots or whatever, because this will probably be the only time that I do show them. I normally, I'm just my avatar. These are just some shoots that I did, and this first look I'm just going to show is it's me and one of my I don't know what's going on with it. Oh, I want to shout. So this is me, and this is from a shoot, one of my favorite shoots that I did, and one of my favorite designs that I did. That's something that I something from my portfolio rather. And so here's another look from my portfolio. Yeah, when I model bald. I'm a breast cancer survivor. My hair grew back, but when I decided to model, yeah, they want me, bald like it, and it was just so. Yeah, I cut my hair off at this time purposely, just for to model or whatever. And this is another picture from a magazine that I shop for. I love this picture, so just sharing it with the world. And that's it. I just wanted to tell people, when you have kids, be careful, like who these people that you see on TV. A lot of times they're not who they are. People out here breaking the bank trying to dress like these celebrities. Newsflash: they get their products, whatever they're wearing, they get all that stuff free. So they're not paying for it. They're not really breaking the bank for anything, because people, brands want them to wear their stuff because it's free. It's free promo, so they give it to them for free. Don't break the bank trying to keep up with these folks, because it's not all what you think. But yeah, I just want people to be careful and always ask questions, especially if you have children that's trying to break into this business. Always ask questions. Before I go, I'm going to share a word. No, maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not. I'm not going to do that then. Okay. So yeah. So I thank my one viewer. Thank you. And it wouldn't be me if I didn't tell you before we get out of here to get your mammograms, fill your boobies, and make sure that you're all right. And don't you dare let nobody come into your house and disrupt the peace that passes all understanding. I'm Survivor Speaks. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. I have arrived.
Alexa, cut it off. It's got my head spinning.